even want to make you dance. We'll see. But thank you all so much for being here. This is part of our Friends of Music ministry here at St. John's. You already have been hopefully handed a brochure on the way in. Loads more details on how this ministry is going. This is actually our third, and there's more to come. So by all means, sign up online, give online. This is a total separate entity from St. John's. It's not included in any kind of budgets, etc., etc. So we need your help as much as possible to put on great events like this. So I'm going to hand you over to the gang. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's give SpeechLess a warm round of applause.
Hello, everybody. Hi, we're SpeechLess. We're so happy to be here today. You might be wondering why we're called SpeechLess, and that's because this band is based on the idea that this is music that needs no words. However, we have you here today, so we do want to invite you, and we'll let you know when it's time, but we invite you to sing along. These are tunes that you guys all know. It's that time of year where we all like to sing along to these favorite tunes. But we're so excited to be here with you today. Again, we've got Ryan on keys, Tommy on guitar, James on bass, and I'm Emily on violin. So we're gonna jump in and start. I'm gonna introduce two tunes at a time so you know what's going on. We're starting off with Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree and then Holly Jolly Christmas. So have fun. You don't have to stay stiff. If you wanna dance, go for it.
All right, I made them let me speak because I'm the bass player, so I get the least notes of everybody. So I'm gonna try to get in the most words of everybody. We're super glad to be here. I actually am the music director at a church down the street, so I feel a little scandalous being at another church on this day, but this can be your version of lessons and carols. I don't know what the lessons are, but these are the carols. We're gonna give you Blue Christmas. You know it, I'm a big Elvis guy, so I can only hear that, you know. I get in trouble at church when I have to sing, you know, in the garden or something, and I sing it in an Elvis voice. Anglicans. And the most wonderful time of the year, because it is the most wonderful time of the year. I look forward to this every year, both because a ton of Christmas concerts, we can all say, our pockets are full, and of course because of the Advent season and the birth of our Savior. So here's Blue Christmas and the most wonderful time of the year.
So since we're playing in this kind of jazz band format, a lot of what we're doing is improvised. Well, okay, scratch that. A lot of what they're doing is improvised. I have a sheet that has my melody notes on it, so I'm kind of taking the role of the singer in this speechless format, whereas my colleagues here are using a lot of their imagination as they play. It's really a remarkable thing. So if you notice as we're playing that we're kind of looking at each other, it's not just because we like each other so much, which we do, we're friends. But it's also, we're speaking to each other with our eyes. We're saying, are you ready? Is it your turn? Are you done? You want to say more? What else are you doing? So there's a lot of active interaction happening up here, which is why you go to live music, right? Which is why it makes a difference rather than just listening to this on Spotify. So thank you again so much for being here. Okay, 2 more classics coming up. The first, do I even have to introduce it? Mariah Carey. You know, All I Want for Christmas Is You. You know this one, right? Okay, this is where I have the scariest moment. Now I'm making myself nervous. I'm going to have to do her little riffs at the beginning, so pray for me. Okay, and then we'll go into the Christmas song, which is this lovely, I think we referred to it earlier as a ballad. So this is just very lyrical, very romantic. Think of whatever you want to think about, but I hope you think about what makes you happy over the holidays. The holidays can be a really hard time. And I love the Christmas song. It's a time to just focus on what makes me feel warm, even in the midst of things that are difficult. So I hope you'll think about that too. But first, all I want for Christmas is you.
We have to really give it up for Emily. She's kind of carrying us right now.
Thank you.
I think one more time, round of applause for Emily. Okay, I only see a few children in the audience. I think these are a lot more fun than some of the other stuff. I love a ballad, but I love something fun. We know Frosty the Snowman? Yes. Yeah, he's a jolly, happy soul. We know him. And Jingle Bell Rock, right? Take it up a notch, have a little bit of fun. I know it's still light outside, but we can enjoy ourselves a bit. So, we're going to give you guys Frosty the Snowman, and Jingle Bell Rock, which is kind of my favorite tune. It'll be a lot of fun. So enjoy these 2 tunes.
Just to point out how much your presence here means to us, we are so used to, especially in this group setting and this instrumentation, we're so used to playing background music for these really fancy corporate events. Where usually we're kind of stuck in a corner, people mill about with wine and cheese, and we hope maybe they'll let us take a slide at the buffet at the end. Not saying they don't appreciate us, but this is just such a treat to have your full attention, and we really are getting as much out of it up here as hopefully you are there as well. I just want to say one thing too. So most of us are classical musicians, at least on this side, the string players. And I went to school at Temple University. Any fans of Temple? Go Owls? Okay, no. But there was a big classical department there and a big jazz department. I remember whenever the classical musicians would go to the jazz concerts, we'd be sitting there, real stiff. And there'd be these people, vibing up there. And my friends who were in the jazz program would be like, "You've gotta move. You gotta move your head a little bit. So feel free. That's your body's natural response. You don't have to, but you look better. You look better when you vibe. Trust me." But no, I'm hoping you're having fun. We're having so much fun up here. And again, your attention, your presence here is such a gift to us. Okay, so 2 more tunes for you now. First is Let It Snow. We live in the Washington, D.C. area. It's been crazy cold the past few days. And on the day we have a Holladay concert, it's 65 degrees. There's nothing we can do, but we can play Let It Snow. You hear us? Let it snow. Okay, and then after that, we're going to go into Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So we'll take it back down a notch, go into another ballad. So here is Let It Snow.
That's a lot of fun to play. And as Emily was saying earlier, so much of what we do, if you're not a musician, you might not know this, but in front of us, we just have charts that just have the melody and the chords that we're playing. This is what they call jazz. We're orchestral musicians, so we're kind of nerdy compared to these guys. But it's really fun, because even though we rehearse this stuff and we know this stuff, you kind of just play the concert, and whatever the feeling is what the feeling is. And I'll tell you now that when we rehearsed before this, the feeling was quite different than it is now with a bunch of people and here enjoying it. We just see what happens, and maybe Emily does something, and maybe Tommy does something, and we respond. And it's a lot of fun to play that way. And so you might catch us in the next couple of tunes looking at each other or nodding, and that's saying, hey, maybe let's do that one more time. That feels nice. Or, hey, you know what? They've had enough. Let's call it a day. It's a lot of fun to play this music. And it's really fun at this time of year. There's a million jazz standard tunes. We know them and we play them. But it's really fun to take these Christmas songs that we all know so well and have a little bit of fun with them. Explore them in 4 very different instruments and add in a little bit of harmony, do something interesting. So it's really a joy for us, as I hope it is for you. So the next 2 tunes we got, you'll know, Silent Night. And on that one, I got tasked with doing the intro on bass, and so I'm a little bit scared, but it'll be fine. It'll be great. And then Feliz Navidad, if anyone speaks Spanish here. I know my fiance is from Ecuador, so there's all these new Spanish Christmas songs coming into my life, and I can't pronounce them or sing them, but I really enjoy them. Feliz Navidad, though, I can handle. I've heard that one a few times. Silent Night's the most classic. I wish we all had a little candle right now. We could turn off the lights. Just picture that in your head when we do it. So here's Silent Night, and then complete 180, Feliz Navidad.
Give it up for my friends Tommy and Ryan for those solos. That's awesome. That was all improvised from their imagination. Isn't that so cool? It's literally art live. It's the coolest thing. Well, we have reached the end of our program. We've got one more to close it out for you. We're going to play the old favorite Auld Lang Syne. And we just want to thank you so much for your presence. I know you might say, oh, thank you for playing for us. And we appreciate that. We're grateful to be here. But again, your presence means so much to us as musicians. We will play for your fancy corporate events, so please hire SpeechLess. Let us go to the buffet after. But this is just such a treat for us. We wish you all truly the merriest Christmas and a happy holiday. And we hope you have a wonderful time with your family and friends and loved ones. And even if this is a hard season for you, I hope you can find those moments to focus on the good. So we'll send you out with Auld Lang Syne, and we hope to talk to you afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful evening. Feel free to donate at the plate. And then if you follow the crowds round to the right, you'll be able to see a nice buffet, a nice refreshment buffet that people have. Miss Sarah, oh, she's gone, okay. Thank you to Miss Sarah Finger for putting all this together with others, wonderful volunteers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful Christmas.